White wings on the wind, the song of the rigging, the swish of the sea. Australia, with a 7,000-mile coastline, with deep harbors and sand-laced bays, is a sailorman's paradise. And every other Australian has a love of the sea. With models like these, they learn the science of the sport, so that when they really get afloat, there is no mystery in jibes, main sheets, backstays, or ballooners. And the teenagers learn early that a well-kept hull is a fast one. Here's the beginner's boat, the cruise class, juniors and seniors. The VJs are smart little decked-in 12-footers built of plywood and ideal trainers for the young idea. They're easy to capsize, too, but quite unsinkable. Just stand on the fin, and hop, they're right side up again. For the experts are the open, undecked 12- and 16-foot skiffs, round-bilged little beauties, with an unrestricted sail area, fast in all conditions, but mighty hard to manage. In championship races, only the top-line crews are engaged. It looks easy, but these boys are rarely hot. They sail their cockle shells in any weather, and running downwind under spinnakers, balance means real profit. One small mistake, a quick swim. Of course, you can't keep women out of men's sports these days, and these girls are so keen they formed a club of their own. They play the game seriously, too. Painting, rigging, checking equipment, and the 1,001 jobs that go to make a yachtswoman. And if some landlubber lets the main halyard go up the mast, well, up after it, lass. Sometimes these rope thingamies get all snarled up, but the girls soon sort them out. Just keep your eye on that sail, honey, and never mind the sea wolves sailing by. But when it comes to handling a real open racing skiff, the girls will admit it's a man's world. This is the 18-foot nautical flying machine for which Australian yachtsmen are famous. These unique boats, lightly planked, smoothly finished, depend on their great beam, deep centerboards, and the weight of their crews hanging out over the side to balance their sails. The gear these forward hands manipulate in a confined space is truly amazing. Great three-section spinnaker poles almost twice the length of the boats. Every job must be timed to the second to keep those beauties sailing. Capsizes are inevitable, and though the sharks are common in these waters, they don't venture near capsized craft. The white sails in the water scare them off. Well, that's what the crews hope, anyway. In hard weather, these 18-footers achieve astonishing speeds, sometimes 20 knots in short bursts, as they plane with the wind behind them. Officials claim a speed of 26 miles an hour for the former national champion, Aberdare, which fans nicknamed appropriately the Galloping Ghost. With centerboard up, crews packed aft, they're flying, even before this breeze. In Hobart, Tasmania, rich in nature's gifts, the massive trading ketches breed another kind of sailor, deep seamen, who every year at the city's regatta dress their graceful vessels in racing rig and sail them hard in challenge races. Some of these fine little ships were built almost a century ago from Tasmanian hewn pine and are still sound from truck to keel. The ketches under workaday rig go offshore on all manner of jobs, but under racing canvas, they're graceful, curvaceous little ladies, an inspiration to young men who love the tang of the sea. Tasmania breathes the sea to all Australians, and in the month of December every year, the fastest deep-keel racing yachts are tuned to perfection for the 680 miles ocean handicap race from Sydney to Hobart. Every spar, rope, sail, and halyard gets its special attention. Crowds of 100,000 watch the starts of these ocean classics from headlands or by following the racing fleets out of Sydney's harbour in anything that will float. And there they go, sloops, cutters, ketches, yawls, schooners, all carefully handicapped under a system of time allowance that gives each an equal chance. The only unhandicapped factor is the ability of their crews to drive them all the way under the constant strain of 6 almost sleepless days and nights at sea. New yachts, old yachts re-rigged, yachts with specially designed gear are in the fleet. Their progress every hour is front-page news flashed by wireless, carried even by pigeons back to shore, where experts plot their positions, assess their chances. Most of the crews will have inspiring tales to tell when again they gather, of screaming gales, big seas clutching hungrily, of soaring, exhilarating runs downhill before the wind, of heartbreaking calms, of sunrises, of the Southern Cross in the sky, beckoning them forever southward. But let us turn back the pages of time a few years and go to Spencer Gulf, South Australia. Here the queens of sail, majestic 3,000-ton, 300-foot square riggers, are preparing for another kind of race, a championship half around the earth. They carry cargoes of grain from Australia's golden wheat fields to feed Europe's hungry millions. These ships today have little place in an urgent world concerned with timetables, schedules, and hydrogen bombs. The grain race that continued for almost 100 years is no more, and the ships, well, sadly be it said, that few plow the seas today. The girl I left behind me, and if there's one in every port, well, that's a sailor's privilege, isn't it? It makes sail, my hearties, haul away and belay, for our cargo's full and the wind is free, and it's time we were off to the deep blue sea. Some of them have names famous throughout the world, names that will live in maritime history long after these proud ships are dead. Their crews, sure-footed, strong-armed, must be ready to go aloft at a moment's notice to mount the massive steel yards 150 feet above the deck, from which the big square sails are rigged. She moves gracefully out, giving no sign of the mighty pressure upon her rigging, as her broad wings, 40,000 square feet, one by one catch the breeze. And now, as she plows her way homeward with a churning foam licking her ironclad sides, the big ship is full of vigorous life, a man-made creature of strength and beauty, but responsive only to stout hearts and strong stomachs. There's no place for weaklings in the ratlins or on the yards, where a false grip, an unsteady step, means sudden oblivion. These deep seamen can tell you dramatic tales of reefing down in icy Cape Horn cyclones. They can tell you, too, of gentle, caressing days running down the easting, of star-filled skies, and the joy of steering the proud vessel with a touch of the hand as she breasts the sea, eager always for the next. But the days of the tall ships are ending. Long ago they lost the race against the surge of steam. The windjammers remain a monument of man's fight against the elements, romantic picture book creatures of an age long past, when the call of the sea warmed the blood of the strong and the brave.